In the previous lesson, you learned about the Bortle Dark Sky Scale, which is a rating system for the darkness of sky and also of levels of light pollution. Now, in this lesson, I will take you to a website called darksitefinder.com. It is the map that I mentioned in the previous lesson that will show you areas of where the light pollution are and where the dark skies are that coincide with the Bortle Dark Sky Scale. So when the website first opens, it will show you a map of the entire globe where you can scroll around and you can even zoom in. The website will even allow you to scroll all the way into street level. Or you can go up to the search bar in the upper left and just type in a city name or something. For this case, I'll go to type in my hometown of Denver, Colorado. When it pops open, it'll pop open down to the street level again. And at that point, you can zoom out and keep zooming out and keep zooming out till we get all the way out to Metro Denver. Or actually, in this case, now the whole Front Range. I went too far. Okay, let's zoom in real quick. Okay, now if we look over here at the Bortle Dark Sky Scale, you can see all the colors from 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. As you can see, coincide with Denver. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 4 being green, 5 being yellow. 4 being green, 5 being yellow. Alright, now that we're zoomed out to the Front Range, the whole Front Range, and actually most of Colorado here. Now let's go back to the Bortle Dark Sky Scale. Remember 4, the green, which is where the beginning, or where you can really start seeing detail in the Milky Way. Now if we go back to the map, you can see where along the Front Range and areas in Colorado where the Milky Way can actually start seeing, where you can start seeing that detail in the Milky Way. Alright, obviously I know most of you don't live in Colorado, so let's just go, say, to New York City. Let's click on the map. Here we go. Okay, and when you click on the search, it takes you to street level. So let's kind of zoom out a little bit here. And we'll go to the East Coast where obviously light pollution is pretty significant. So I went too far. Let's zoom back in. Alright. Alright, here's New York. Here's Philadelphia. Here's green. This is where Milky Way has some pretty good details. So let's see here. Well, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, so I kind of get a distance. New York, Philadelphia. There's Boston over here. So you kind of get an idea how far you do have to go until you get some really, really, really good detail in the Milky Way. Of course, before you say, oh, woe is me, if you live on the East Coast, oh, woe is me, look how far I have to travel. Let me take you down to what's called, where I lived for quite a while, Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Let's zoom in. I'll just zoom in here. A little bit further here. Alright. So, Pawleys Island. Alright, now if you take a look at Pawleys Island here, if you look at the color coding, a lot of reds, yellows, and some orange spillovers here. And you got a little ways to go yet before you get to the green. Remember the Bortle Dark Sky Scale. You know, you're talking about 6 and 7s, 5, 6 and 7s right in this area. So, not the best for seeing the Milky Way, but, and here's a big but, remember seeing this photo before? Well, this photo was taken and is from the exact same spot. So, which shows that even in very high or strong light pollution, you can still get some good shots of the Milky Way. So don't think just because you live in high polluted or light polluted areas such as the east coast of the US or Europe that you cannot get shots of the Milky Way. Alright, now back to the map here. Let's zoom out a little bit. And we'll kind of finish this up here as we're taking a little too long. I just want to show you areas like in the western US or other areas around the world. Let's zoom all the way out. Okay. All right, let's go back to U.S. here. We'll just go ahead and do that. And we'll go in some very dark areas in the western U.S. And one area that's really good for photographing the Milky Way. My state and other areas, Nevada, great. Utah is great. And we zoom in a little bit more, you can start seeing some really dark areas. And these are Bortle Class 2 or Bortle Class 1. The darkest right here are Bortle Class 1. And this area along here are Bortle Class 2. Alright, now if you take a look along the edges of these areas here, and I'm showing along in here, and along in here, let's zoom in a little bit closer. You can see it around Moab. Now these are comparable, same as the Bortle Class 2 areas, but the difference is when you see that, a little bit lighter shade of gray, is where you have some light pollution that may spill over some of the mountains that might be surrounding it, and you might still get some light pollution along the horizon. My, oh my, oh my. Looks like I'm going to have to finish this little lesson up, don't I? Well, anyways, I kind of zoomed out to the entire world, or the whole globe now at this point. You can just look over real quick, and you can see the areas from what I've shown you prior. Eastern U.S., Western U.S., and here's Europe. All the bright colors, that's all light pollution. And all the areas that don't have the bright colors is the dark skies. Now let's just quickly jump into Europe. There's still plenty of areas. Europe's going to be a little bit more difficult, but you can still get some areas with the Milky Way. Alright, again, the site is called Dark Site Finder, and the website is darksitefinder.com. I will also include a link to the website in the description of the course below. Now, for your assignment, yes, you got another assignment, I want you to go to this website, and I want you to look up where you live, where you're located, and I want you to find some of the dark areas where you might be able to see the Milky Way. If you can, if all possible, I want you to do a screen capture. I want you to post it to the course, the screen capture of your area, and I want you to point out where you think you will be able to get some good shots of the Milky Way. You don't have to show exactly where you live. I'm not concerned about that, but your general community, your city, your town,